Today, we are in for another Tarkir Dragonstorm draft. Now, I know what you are thinking. First off, Josh, stream background looks absolutely great. Thank you very much. New camera, reposition some things. Honestly, you guys can't see it, but the room looks absolutely stupid. Like my desk is like right in the middle of the room, and the feng shui is all over the place. But the shot looks real good. Second thing you might have noticed is that it looks like I'm in my pajamas and just got out of the shower. And I assure you, that is only because it's true. I have just got out of the shower. I've been to the gym, got out of the shower. This is the end of the day. I usually record my Magic videos at the start of the day, but I had an O3 draft this morning and I want to redeem myself. So let's jump into a Tarkir Dragonstorm draft. And let's either redeem ourselves with a solid 5+ wins, or let's continue into the doom spiral of loss and 0-3 or 1-3 or something again. Let's see which way it goes. It could be either way. So we are looking to stay open here, and I think I still want to figure out my lane. I don't think Severance, I think it's a good card, but I don't think it's necessarily like worth first picking. I also don't think Narset is worth first picking. But is there anything in this pack that I would first pick? I think Narset's Rebuke is pretty good. And I actually think I might take that here. We could also... So I think Mystic Monastery is interesting because it taps blue and red, which is certainly not bad. Maybe it's just Traveling Botanist. This is very good in the Teamer deck. Boltcaster is not so great in the aggressive decks. This is okay in the Teamer deck. This is not great in any of them. Einok Wayfarer is decent. Narset's Rebuke is good in the Teamer deck and the aggressive deck. So that's why I'm considering pick one, pack one, the Rebuke. And I do think that's what I'm going to do. I think this is the choice that leaves us the most open. Because it appears to me that the way to go in this format is either like Mardu or Teamer. And so we're not going to lean away from that. And I think Narset's Rebuke goes well into both decks. So now there is a Stadium Headliner. This is a very good card. I'm going to take that here. It was not pick one, pack one. So what that tells me is that the person on our right is absolutely not on the aggressive plan, because Sarkhan is okay, not fantastic, just fine. Stadium Headliner is probably a little bit better. Sonic Shrieker is excellent. Shock Brigade is really decent. So at least the person on our right is probably trying to force Teamer or something, because otherwise they would not have passed both of these decent red cards. Now, what have we got here? So Stormbrood is fantastic. Great for the Teamer deck, I think. There's also like Wild Ride, Sagu Wildling. Defibrillating Current is great, actually. And probably just the best card in the pack. Nature's Rhythm, not really yet. There's a second Severance Priest. I like Jadecast Sentinel, but Defibrillating Current is probably just the best card in the pack, and it is in our colors. So we're off to a decent start. We've got a good aggressive creature and a couple of decent removal spells. Now there's a Storm Beacon Blade. So we did 0-3 this morning with a similar deck, but there's nothing else. I think Snowmelt Stag is good. Rebellious Strike is just meh, is okay. Jeskai Shrinekeeper, absolutely worth a splash. Constrictor Sage is okay too, pretty decent in fact. But Storm Beacon Blade is excellent in a proactive, aggressive deck for just giving you a little bit more reach. So we might be doing this again. So I'm going to take the Storm Beacon Blade, and let's see where we end up here. Now there's a Riling Dawnbreaker, Gurmag, Rakshasa. Rakshasa is decent. It is decent, but I think this is Riling Dawnbreaker. I think this is a pretty solid card. It can be a 2-2. It can be a win con in the late game. Give you a little bit of reach. There's also a Focus the Mind and a Piercing Exhale. So that's interesting, because that's quite a late Piercing Exhale. And there is a Rugged Highlands. So I'm just going to take note of this Piercing Exhale. I'm going to take the Dawnbreaker here. Okay, yeah, so now Sultai Devotee, like the red is kind of drying up, the white is not that good. Whereas Inspirited Vanguard, I think, is pretty excellent. And I kind of want to take that. I think it's best card here. Sipsig Appraiser is also very good. Yeah, I mean, if we played Abzan, we could play the Defibrillating Current still. We'd be dropping these two cards, but there's nothing really for like a good red-white deck here, except Fortress Kinguard. I think Inspirited Vanguard is enough better that we should take that here. So now, like, Unending Whisper is okay, but Sagu Pummeler is a solid green card. Green is seeming open. Green is seeming open. So I think what that means is we're now looking to go down either Abzan or Temur, depending on how the rest of this pack goes. Best card in this pack is another Sagu Pummeler. That is the truth, I believe. So I'm going to take that. And it does actually feel like green is quite open. So we've got a Narset's Rebuke and a Defibrillating Beacon, which we can probably maybe play. Maybe we won't play the current. It would be like 5 mana, 4 damage, gain 2 life, which is okay. We'll see how our sort of fixing turns out, I suppose. If we're doing Abzan, we want the Scoured Barons. Duskier Earthcarver is not that important. None of these cards are good for the Mardu deck, really. Kintri Nurturer is good. But if whether we're doing Mardu or Abzan, we want this Scoured Baron. So I'm going to do the Discipline thing and take that now. None of these cards particularly interesting. I do think Aegis Sculptor is pretty good. But it feels like Abzan's open, to be honest. And so I'm going to take the Jadecast Sentinel. Because I do think that it's not a bad card in this format. And the Severance Priest came all the way back, so we'll take that. And yeah, it looks like this is Abzan. Reputable Merchant is decent, so not sure we're playing Defibrillating Current. We need to pick up more removal. Reputable Merchant is just fine, and I would actually like more fixing for Abzan as well. Blossoming Sands is beautiful. There's a Ruinous Ultimatum. Double red on the splash versus a Sandstep Citadel. Going to be, I mean, yeah, I'm just going to take the Sandstep Citadel here. I would not mind Bearer of Glory. I would not mind Dragon Sniper. I would not mind Jungle Hollow. I wouldn't mind Nightblade Brigade. Would I splash double red for the Ruinous Ultimatum? Or do we want to take that and like force Mardu? Not really. I'm just taking the Sandstep Citadel here, and I am happy about that. I am happy with that. Yeah, so we're building a grindier deck. We've got to be able to deal with big stuff from Temur, which does mean Death Touch creatures and removal are going to be important, because right now we actually don't have really any good removal. Defibrillating Current is only 4 mana for us, which is good. Like it's good at 4 mana. Well, we opened a Felethar, which is really great. There's also an Armament Dragon in this pack. Possibility that comes all the way back because the Severance Priest did. Although I actually think Armament Dragon is better than Severance Priest. So I think I'm taking Felethar here, and we might just wheel the Dragonstorm Glow. I'd be fine with that. But maybe we wheel this Armament Dragon, and then I'm super happy. So with Felethar and this Abzan deck, we do want some Endure creatures to sort of play to the board. We need some good removal. I think that's probably the most important thing right now. Our fixing looks pretty good. We have the Sandstep Citadel. We have Scoured Barons, Blossoming Sands. We probably are looking at base green, and then maybe we're playing white. Oh, wow. A Yathan Road Watcher now. When it enters, if you cast it, mill 4 cards. When you do, return target creature card of mana value 3 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield, which gets back Felithar, gets back Severance Priest. That is sweet. Also, it can mill Sargu Pummelers, so that is really sweet. And there is an Abzan Devotee. I would love that. Also a good card to mill. But yeah, definitely taking the Yathan Road Watcher here. I'll take all the Abzan rares that you want to pass me. Furious Forebear. 2 mana 3/1. When a creature you control dies, while this card is in your graveyard, you may pay 2. If you do, return it from your graveyard to your hand. That's pretty good. Rakshasa's Bargain is not quite playable for us, I don't think. It is a very good card. I do like it a lot. But I think I'm taking a good aggressive 2-drop that is repeatable and has some mill synergy here. There's also another Riling Dawnbreaker. I am interested in that. But, yeah, aggressive 2-drops and removal are certainly what I'm most interested in. There is a Sunpal Kirin here, which is an excellent card. Returning, like, Felithar is, I guess, kind of interesting. Returning the Severance Priest is actually sick. But I think I have to take the Piercing Exhale, because I just need interaction. And I want to pick up... I would pick up Sultai Devotees for some Death Touch creatures. We have Severance Priest, but we do need to take some more removal here. Yeah, pretty important. With the Sargu Pummelers and the Jadecast Sentinel, we're like doing a really good job against dragon decks from the opponent, which is good. Don't mind Unrooted Ancestor. I think Attuned Hunter is probably better. Big trampling threat. It's good to put counters on it. And it works really nicely with the Abzan Devotee, if we can pick up one of those. I don't think this is a Storm Beacon Blade deck. And it works really nicely with the Furious Forebear as well, actually. There's a Devotee. Love that. There's an Evolving Wild, Scoured Barrens. Sargu Wildling, I quite like. But I really like the Devotee. I think it's really solid in this deck. I think what this deck needs is a Devotee. So I'm going to take that. We are at 14 cards. We have a Yathan Tomb Guard here over an Attuned Hunter. Yathan Tomb Guard is excellent because everything with counters on it starts drawing us cards. So that's a really good card advantage engine. Bearer of Glory is okay. There is a Jungle Hollow. Earth Carver is interesting, but I don't think I'm taking that here. Nightblade Brigade, I don't think is it. I actually think I'm just going to take another piece of fixing here. And then I feel pretty good. I feel pretty good about where we are. Kintry Nurture is a great common. I'm happy with that. Whale of War is okay as well. Just okay. Now this is 4 mana. Look at the top 3. Put one on top. Not that impressed with this. Crotic Nest Guard is not a card I really want to play, actually. Delta Bloodflies might be playable. Might be. We're at 18 cards right now. So that's certainly, I would say, on the chopping block is the Delta Bloodflies. Tersa Light Shatter. Decent card. I don't think it's necessarily, I don't think it's actually worth the splash. There is a Rite of Renewal, which is pretty good. And good in the grindy game, Like, getting back Severance Priest over and over is pretty brutal. Other than that, I think we're probably taking Mardu Devotee. I didn't take note of what came back. Einok Wayfarer is actually also good. Also good, but do we need it? I don't think so. I think I'd rather have another Abzan Devotee. I mean, Einok Wayfarer is pretty good. I'm going to take the Rite of Renewal here. I think I'm going to trim this Whale of War. We'll keep it for the moment. Let's cut the Delta Bloodflies. I also want to cut nothing else, but actually what we really need is removal. Wow, Sinkhole Surveyor, 2 mana 1/3. When it attacks, you lose a life, and this creature endures 1. We are just getting past all of the Abzan rares. There's also a Kin Tree Severance in this pack, which is really tough because I think we actually really need this Kin Tree Severance, but Sinkhole Surveyor feels like a bomb to me. So I'm going to take that. And the most important thing, there's a Sunpel Kirin, which is good. Champion of Doosan's okay. I would even, yeah, I mean, this is obviously like a busted pack for us. I'm going to take the Sinkhole Surveyor. And now the most important thing is removal. There's a Disruptive Stormbrood in this pack. This is removal and a creature. Sultai Devotee's also good. But yeah, absolutely taking the Stormbrood here. This thing's great. So that is another piece of removal. Love that. Now we've got another reputable merchant or a formation breaker, which I think is better. It's a 2-drop. It's nice and aggressive. And if you can get enough counters on this thing, it is absolutely a win con by itself. So creature curve is looking good. Synergy is looking good. Fixing is looking good. I actually just want to pick up a couple more pieces of removal, and like two more pieces of removal, and the deck is all good to go. It's like a grindy 1/1 counters deck. The Armament Dragon didn't come back in the last package. I've just remembered. Still, we have like we have 1, 2, 3 on-color rares, 4 on-color rares, which is great. Abzan was clearly open. We have definitely, yeah, we found the right lane. Trade Route Envoy. Am I playing that on 4? I do think it's okay. Would I rather just have a Snakeskin Veil? I kind of would. Because I usually want the counter. And I think we have like enough. We have enough decent top end. I'd rather have a Snakeskin Veil. Just as an option, you know. I like Arishin Sunshield. I do like Roma's Routine as well. Lotus Light Dancers, I don't know if that's necessarily worth the splash. Do I just want to take the Blossoming Sands? I don't think I need it. I think I'd rather take the Arishin Sunshield. Yeah, that is a better 4-drop than the one that like draws a card. So I'm pretty happy. I'm pretty happy with that. There's nothing in this pack that I want in particular. I suppose Kin Tree Nurturer probably is good enough to play. Do I want Whale of War? I've got a Rite of Renewal. Don't think I need it. There's a Piercing Exhale, a reputable merchant, Trade Route Envoy. I think I'm just taking the Piercing Exhale here. We have got yeah, we've got enough creatures that this is all I really want. And on the wheel, we get back Whale of War and Sandskitter Outrider. Don't think I'm playing the Outrider. I think our 4-drop slot looks good. Now there's Roma's Routine, Champion of Doosan. I like the Champion. Do I like it more? 3 mana 4/2. Do I like that more than Kin Tree Nurturer? Do I like that more than... we'll see. We'll see if we like that more than anything else. I think Feral Deathgorge is decent. Rakshas's Bargain actually is 4 mana for us. So, yeah, I'm going to take the card advantage spell here. Not playing Aggressive Negotiations. I think we got there, for sure. I do definitely think we got there. This is a really nice looking Abzan deck. It's just a tiny bit light on removal, but it'll grind with the best of them. We could even, I mean, maybe we want to play Aggressive Negotiations. I don't really think so. If we're making 4 cuts here, Rakshas's Bargain is a 4-drop. What might we cut? Defibrillating Current, it's a piece of removal, and it's like, this is what, 4 mana. We are mainly black-green, splashing white. So this potentially is 5 mana, but I still think it's, you know, it's okay, it's playable. We have 2 Piercing Exhale. And we have the Disruptive Storm Brood, which is a kill spell. So we are black-green. White is the splash. Furious Forebear is worth playing at the low end of the curve, even though it is a white spell. Maybe the Arishan Sunshield doesn't quite make the cut. Excuse me. So that's on the chopping block. I think Whale of War's on the chopping block too. We have Rite of Renewal. Well, this gets 2 permanents at sorcery speed. Oh, and allows us to shuffle 4 cards from our graveyard into our library. I guess I do quite like that, actually. More than just get 2 creatures back. Although 3 mana, 2 creatures instant speed versus 4 mana, 2 permanents. All of our permanents are creatures. And then shuffle 4 cards in. I think Whale of War is better. Yeah, I mean, I think it could be a useful board wipe. Slash combat trick. And it could return 2 creatures, which is virtually as good. We also have the Yathan Roadwatcher, which is a good little piece of interaction. Not interaction, of reanimation. And we have Jadecast Sentinel, which should mean that we never really mill out. So we don't need the, to shuffle 4 cards in. This also shuffles cards in. Riling Dawnbreaker, I don't know about. It is just fine, but we have the Storm Brood, and we do have other win cons. Nothing that flies, but we do have a lot of reach. Flying Vigilance. This is good. Just don't know. Don't know if it's really that good. We have a couple of ways to trample through for loads of damage. I'm not sure we need the Snakeskin Veil. I'm also not sure we need 2 Kintree Nurturers. How many creatures have we got? 20. So yeah, we can definitely afford to trim some creatures here. Yeah, I like all of these non-creature spells, to be honest. So let's start by cutting the Sun Shield. Let's talk about the Riling Dawnbreaker. Let's talk about 1 Kintree Nurturer. So now, white really is a splash. I think we don't have any ways to search lands. But, sorry, I need to not fidget, because I'm going to shake the camera. We don't have any ways to splash, but I do think we have 1, 2, 3 white sources inherently from our dual lands. And so, yeah, like, let's see what our land base looks like. If we're running it like this, I think black and green are equally important. We've got no double pips, which is very nice. So we have got 5, 6, 7, 8 black sources, 6, 7, 8, 9 green sources, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 white sources. That is okay. That is, I would say, pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah, let me count that again. 6, 7, 8, 9 green sources is great. 5, 6, 7, 8 black sources is acceptable. And then the 5 white sources is probably about where we want it to be as well, given that we do have quite a bit. Yeah, I mean, maybe it would have been better to pick up some stuff that could search up a land. But I think we'll get there. Yeah, okay. I like the look of this deck a lot. It is grindy. We're going to be trying to grind our opponents out. We're going to be trying to deal with, like, stem the flow from the Mardu decks, go over the top, or grind out the Temur decks by taking away their resources, trading off, like, reanimating our stuff. Sultai is going to be a hard matchup because I think they probably grind better than us, but maybe we can mill them out or something. And, Jadecast Sentinel can keep them off of their good reanimation stuff. But we certainly have a lot of bombs in this deck. Sinkhole Surveyor is a bomb. Felithar is a bomb. Being able to have these 2/2 drops, both of which can be easily sacked to Felithar repeatedly, is great. Having creatures with Renew is great. We have a little bit of card advantage in the Tomb Guard, the Bargain. I like this a lot. This should be a good one. Okay, well, we assembled Abzan. Opponent goes first. We are... It's a tiny bit slow, but we are absolutely keeping this. Like, because this 3, 4, 5 curve is really good. Kintry Nurturer is great with a Piercing Exhale as well. Yeah, if they spend, you know, all their time just enduring this, then we should be able to kill it on, you know, on time. Okay, they made a 1/1. So, with that in mind, do we want to make a 1/1? I think we do want to make a 1/1. Because we need to stabilize. It's a mirror match, but we need to stabilize. We do have the Yathan Tomb Guard in hand, but we want to stabilize and kind of take the wind out of their sails before we start winning, like drawing cards with the Tomb Guard. Yeah, I mean, they're going to use their Rare Dragon to search up 2 lands. That's pretty good. Okay. Okay. So I don't want to play the Road Watcher here. I do want to maybe just play the Tomb Guard and pass. Yeah, let's send with the 1/1. Play the Tomb Guard. And just pass the turn. They're going to play a 3/4 Riling Dawnbreaker. So we do actually need to do something about that. I mean, we could attack. They'd have to triple block to... No. If we attack, we would trade probably the Tomb Guard for the Dragon. That's not quite good enough for me. So I'm going to play my Inspirited Vanguard. And I think we've got to go big. I'm sure they have some removal. But I think that's what we've got to do. Next turn, we can attack, because we can Piercing Exhale to force maybe probably an even trade, not even a favorable trade. And then Yathan Road Watcher and get back either Yathan Tomb Guard or Kintry Nurturer, whatever we choose. Interesting. Oh, of course, it's another creature. And then Earth Carver. Snakeskin Veil is actually very nice. That is a nice draw. 6 mana Mattering here. So we are going in with these. Let's see. If I go in with these, I put 2 counters on this. We can probably blow up the block on this. They have a 3/3. Then if they block, we could blow that up. Six over there. So I think I'm sending the Kintry Nurturer as well. They could also have a Snakeskin Veil. They have kept up 1 mana for a while. Okay. Good. That is good, because what we can do is Piercing Exhale the 4/4. We are letting down the Snakeskin Veil, but I think they would have killed something if they could. There's an Attuned Hunter. Do we want that? Yeah, it's bigger. It has Trample. We'll take it. It has the potential to just gain... draw us cards with the Tomb Guard as well. Okay. They did have the removal spell. That's fine. I don't mind if this one dies. But yeah, I'm just... like, if they have a pump spell here, that's fine. Sure. Death Touch indestructible. No problem. Reputable Merchant. Putting a counter over here is good. Putting a counter over here is better. I think I actually want to put it over here, though. If I put the counter over here, it's a 3/4. Snakeskin Veil can make it. Oh, let's put it over here. Just send with the Road Watcher. Excellent. We draw a card. I like drawing cards. That's good. That puts us in a pretty good spot, I think. Stormplane Detainment. Snakeskin Veil. We diversify our counters. That's great for us. I think this is worth it. If they just... yeah, I think this attack is worth it. If they trade... yeah, they don't have good blocks. Okay, there is a Snakeskin Veil. Bit of a weird time to use that. Because I can now take the 3/3 off the board, and now I still have a menace threat that's drawing me counters every turn, so they need to draw something here. 4 every turn is a lot, but we can draw our way out of it. Guess you could actually go too. Nah. Let's just draw something. It's a Felethar. Okay. I mean, that's very good. We sack the Merchant. Formation Breaker is a 3/3. So we got to draw something. But I think everything can go. Because we need to draw into something here. Actually, sacking this is good. Oh, no, because then I would... I need to not sack. And then they, like... I draw 2 cards. Yeah, I need to not sack. Okay, draw 2 cards, have to find an answer for the dragon. We have loads. We have loads of reach creatures. That doesn't do it. None of this does it, unfortunately. Maybe the Yathan Road Watcher hitting one of our reach creatures is all we can do here. Take the Kintree Nurturer. Yeah, like hitting something with flying is the only chance we have, right? We did hit something with flying. Holy shit. Okay. Opponent has to draw something. Whew, I'm glad we saw that play, but they could still have it. I think if they had it, they would have already just done it. They would have snapped it off. I think we just swiped this game away. Just. Oh, that was close. That was close. Okay, we have our 2 main colors. We have Abzan Devotee, which fixes our mana. Opponent goes first, but this is certainly... Yeah, this is good. If we have a 2-3-4 curve. Okay, little bit of fixing from the opponent. Black-green, is it another mirror match? It might be. It might be. If they end up in Sultai, then this Jadecast Sentinel is okay. It looks like they are Sultai. Yeah, so Jadecast Sentinel is actually really nice, right? We will actually just Defibrillate and Current this eventually, because it's a really good card. But Jadecast Sentinel is interesting. In the long run. Wow, Krumar Initiate's also very good. Okay, I guess I'm playing the Merchant. Ugh. Yeah, okay. Still, Kishla Skimmer not doing anything right now. How much life are they going to pay? None. So I think we've got to take out the Krumar Initiate. I think that is important. We drew a Stormbrood. I think I'm saving the Stormbrood for this and just using Defibrillating Current right now. Wait, 1, 2, 3. Cool. So we need to add white, add black, and then add 2. Oh, yeah, I need to do it like this. Deal 4 damage here. Send this. They're going to put the counter on their skimmer. But we know that we're going to be able to kill that. Why could I not attack? Did I pass through my attack step? I did not intend to. Whenever you attack, put a +1/+1 counter on target attacking creature. Well, that's really annoying. So what we now have to do is Whale of War plus Disruptive Stormbrood. And that is just necessary. Like, we have to do this. -1/-1 until end of turn. It is not very efficient, but it's got to be done. Thanks, opponent. Now, Jadecast Sentinel is going to be very good proactively. Like, it's just going to mean that it's going to turn off a lot of their strategy. Felithar now? Felithar is interesting. I think we're waiting on Felithar for the moment. Okay, they could have countered the... They couldn't counter the Jadecast Sentinel. Oh, they could have, but they chose not to. So they're choosing to Surveil. Abzan Devotee plus Felithar is great. Because we can just keep looping them. Very fun. Five's kind of annoying. It gaining Menace is kind of annoying. What am I gonna do? I can't Piercing Exhale just yet. I'm gonna take another massive Menace hit. So I guess I'm playing Felithar. Sack you. Probably should have just held up the Piercing Exhale for the moment. But what that is going to allow me to do... I mean, am I going to double block this thing? Probably. Yeah. Yeah, I think I am. No attacks. No attacks is good. No attacks should mean... that they're going to triple block Felithar. So let's go Devotee. I think we're going to sack the Devotee again. Swing with Felithar. Piercing Exhale this. And take out a bunch of their stuff. It's worth it. Also, we get the counter. Menace is annoying. On the way back. Yep, there's the triple block there. So let's Piercing Exhale. Take out the 2/2s. You may play lands from your graveyard. Do they have any lands? They do have lands down there. That's not very good, though. They're playing the Teamer side, making 2/2/2s. Yeah, attack makes sense. I have no blocks. Guess I'm going to do this and shuffle, like, I don't know. I don't even want to shuffle Felithar back in. I guess Defibrillating Current can go back in. If we shuffle our deck, it might end up being relevant somehow. 1, 2, 6, 7 mana. We don't have enough mana to do it all. That is frustrating. What did they draw? Bit of a stalemate, but our life total is low. Still, Jadecast Sentinel pulling its weight. So anything off the top is decent. Like, even land is fine off the top. It would allow us to just play out both of our things. I'm going to use the Jadecast Sentinel again and shuffle my Piercing Exhale back in. Whatever, might be relevant. Okay. Oh, right, okay. That's pretty good. That's fine, though, because they're probably going to need to use it to... Like, yeah, they have to use it here. And then we drew the Fankeepers, so we can play Severance Priest. They have to play out the Fankeeper's Familiar and counter it. They didn't. Okay, so now they're going to play it. And what? Surveil? Cards in the bin. Sinkhole Surveyor is our win con. No attacks. Unending Whisper. They're going to mill us. Okay, sure. We have 18 cards left in the deck. They passed priority. Let's see what their attacks are. I did want to put a stop there. But, yeah, us milling is okay. We can stem the flow. Wildling searches a card. They mill us. Sagu Pummelers, Champion of Doosan. That's yeah, pretty fine. Fine. They might still mill us out, but... we are going to get back... what do we want back? I guess any of our Reanimator stuff. Like the Road Watcher's not so good because it mills us even more. We don't want to draw cards. I guess we'll take Wailer Wall. Furious Forebear. Is fine. How do I actually win this game, though? How do I actually win? How do I not die? 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, 5. Okay, so we play the Furious Forebear. We play this, we attack. Let's go with... 1-1 counter. And it is a race. Okay, Kotus is not too scary right now. This is also fine. Snakeskin Veil is somewhat nice. This is getting tense, though. Why can I not play this? Oh, I'm in combat. Oops. I haven't even dealt the damage yet. Do I need to hold up? I'm on 9 cards. Okay, so I do need to play out this blocker. But Kotis now just has Indestructible. Which is very scary. That does nothing. But Kotis can attack with Menace and Indestructible every turn. So we got to end this game. Shit. Yeah, that'll do it. Okay, that was close. I did say Sultai would be a tough matchup. Okay, good land. We're going first, but it's very, very slow. I'm gonna keep it. So Jade cast Sentinel on 4. But only if we need to get on the board. Otherwise, I'd be tempted to just hold back and Rakshas's Bargain. Yeah, if we're playing like a draw-go game here, then that's exactly what we're going to do. So we'll take the Merchant and the tap land. I guess now's a good... I mean, see, the thing about the Sentinel is it's shit, so nobody wants to counter it. Sure thing. See, like, this is fine. They're using... we're up against Sultai again, by the way, which I did say was a bad matchup. And the arena client seems to have heard me. Taval. Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course. 6/6 flying lifelink. Sure. Sure thing, arena. Sure thing. What the fuck am I gonna do? Defibrillating current kind of works. I think I have to stick this. That I have to just somehow hope that this sticks. Like, Tival's just going to solo us. So far, all the opponent has done is play 2 Sultai Rares. Ringing Strike Mastery is fine. And this is an Undergrowth Leopard. Okay, so what we can do is current and exhale the Tival. It's not that good though. It's a lot of resources to use. We could actually also untap this. And now we can Piercing Exhale the Tival. Let's try. They've got 3 cards left. Like, if they had rare, and a protection spell, if they also have a Piercing Exhale, that's pretty rough. Okay. That's that out of the way. Sultai Monument. Okay. So this is actually not as bad as it looks, because we can play Furious Forebear, untap this bad boy, attack, make a 2/2. Easy blocks. Sure. They have 2 mana left, and we do just have on the board lethal. Well, not on the board, but we have a removal spell in hand. Okay, they definitely got something. Really feels like they got something, huh? I'm going to start with Defibrillating Current. What? Oh, so I can't untap it? That was pretty sneaky, but I saw through it. Well, we have Abzantron again, and a bunch of 3-drops. So we can lead on Severance Priest into Merchant, into Pummeler, into Felithar, and that is a really, really good sequence of cards to play. Blossoming Sands is really nice on 2. red, white, and nothing from the opponent. So let's kick off with the Severance Priest. They have a Worthy Cost, a Molten Exhale, and a Reigning Victor. Well, we'll take the Exhale. And this is going to be quite punishing for the opponent. Because they have no black. So they can play out the Reigning Victor here. And we can double spell and make this a 4/4. We can go Plains. Make this a 4/4. Formation Breaker. And then Felithar, and we just win the game. Yeah, this was kind of a non-game. Yeah, this is absolutely over. Platinum 4, baby! We're in the big leagues now, boys! Hey! Out of gold again. Only took like 16 days. Wait, how long has the season been? Yeah, 16 days into the season. Oh, interesting. So this is a mulligan, because we only have green. This is much better. We have all of our colors, so I think that I guess Yathan Tomb Guard's not doing anything in this hand. But Jadecast Sentinel is a lot worse. Opponent mulliganed as well, so that makes me feel slightly better. Hello, Zion Spleen, my first platinum opponent of the season. You want to kill it? Do they have the 1 mana, 2 damage sorcery with Harmonize? Bet they do. We're going to find out, though. Interesting. So, are they holding up a counter spell? I really want to find out. But I really want to find out what's going on over there, man. Yeah, I want to find out what's going on over there. No counter spell. So, Narset's Rebuke, Iridescent Tiger, Narset's Rebuke, Ringing Strike Mastery in 2 lands. Okay. Well, I think I'm going to take the Ringing Strike Mastery and start sticking it to him. Like, when they get to 5, they will have taken a lot of damage. And we will have drawn a card. They need to, yeah, so they need to find something to play this turn. They have. They played a Veteran Ice Climb. I'm pretty happy to pressure them and remove that. Also happy for this to die. No. Yeah, so now, of course, like, we've drawn a card. We've missed a bunch of land, but they're nearly dead. And they can play Iridescent Tiger into Narset's Rebuke. Yeah, they make a 1/1 spirit. But we have Piercing Exhale to blow up a block. Oh, okay. And a Ringing Strike Mastery on Yathan Tomb Guard. That's fine. That is fine by me. Whale of War. Whale of War. Oh, we can't Whale of War and Piercing Exhale. That's pretty annoying. Oh, man. Is it dried up? That's very frustrating. That our shit's dried up. I guess Whale of War is pretty good. Taking out the Tiger, but is that even good? I think I'd rather play the Forebear. Struggling on land is not great. Now that they've like that, we've put a lot of pressure on them, but now we're not drawing land and they are doing stuff. I'm fine if they mill me. That's not really a concern. They did mill a land. Nothing. We know they have this Narset's Rebuke. Okay. Blossoming Sands. So we know that they have this Rebuke. Can we make them use it now? That is the question. Can we make them use it by... does it exile stuff? It does exile stuff. Okay. That is fine. Let's play out the Attuned Hunter. Like, we've got to work through their removal spells. And if they mill me, the Attuned Hunter just gets better. So they're kind of incentivized to take it out now. There's Yathan Road Watcher. That's the one of the cards we did not want to mill. But we can Whale of War it back. Team Attorney back. They let down their Narset's Rebuke. And Stormbrood is actually a pretty nice draw, huh? So we can Whale of War, get back Road Watcher if we want to. We don't have to do that just yet. We can kill both of their creatures. This can't block, can't be blocked. Okay, so let's kill you. Piercing Exhale over here. Oh, I should have done it. I should have beheld the dragon. That was a minor misplay. But they do have to block because they are nearly dead. And then we draw a card. Sweet. Snakeskin Veil is actually a pretty nice draw. Yeah, we should now have this wrapped up. Snakeskin Veil probably just seals the deal. Because we're going to fizzle their Narset's Rebuke. They shouldn't have Ringing Strike Mastery this, because the static ability is still good. Yeah, they just lose here. But yes, I did miss out on a Surveil 2 there. Sequencing, Josh. Sequencing. 4-1, and it looks like the redemption arc is going to work out. Opponent goes first. We have a 2, 3, 4. Well, we have a curve. We have our lands. This is just a keep. Easy keep. We have a removal spell. We have a Whale of War, which is really nice with the Hunter. This is solid. Solid, solid hand. Opponent fetches a forest. So it looks like they're on Teamer. This is a good 4-mana card, so is this. So if we draw a land, that would be nice. Sig Appraiser. Yeah, I mean, I'm fine with trading that off for the Abzan Devotee, especially... Oh, do I want to get the Attuned Hunter down now? Or play a tap land and play a 4-drop on curve? I think I'd prefer my 4-drop on curve. Because I think the Attuned Hunter is better later. We're taking a turn off. Surak. Well, we do have to kill that. It's too good not to kill. But we do have to spend our turn doing it. They get card out the deal, but that's fine. There is a Mammoth Bellow. Yeah, I don't have great answers into 5-5. Man, the Teamer deck is rough, huh? Like, I just can't do much against this 5-5. And I'll be double blocking it and they won't even be down a card. It's just rough, man. Never second one. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how we're gonna... I don't know how we are going to overcome that. We also missed our land drop, which was not ideal. Like, they're just going to make an army of 5-5s, and we are going to be so far behind. I think all we can do is get on the board, and then Attuned Hunter can probably get very big. Insane. Don't think Ring Strike Mastery is that good, but yeah, of course it's like... I can't contend with these. Right now, because we're mana screwed, it's a very efficient 1-mana removal spell. And it is only good because we are mana screwed. So, you know, I'm not going to take that to heart. But opponent's got a really nice Teamer deck here. 2 Mammoth Bellows, Surak 2. They've picked up... This is... Every single one of these is a premium card. Every single card we've seen from them has been a premium card. Yeah, I mean, this... Honestly, this just feels insurmountable. Wow, man, it would appear we cannot cut it in platinum. This is a good hand. Do we lead on the formation breaker? A 1-3-A. We'll see. Both of these, neither of these can block. I guess I'm playing the formation breaker. And then Kin Tree Nurturer next turn. Or Devotee next turn. Just because Kin Tree Nurturer can gain us some life. So that's quite nice. If we can make the Kin Tree Nurturer big, that would be great. Okay. I chose to go large, and we drew another Piercing Exhale. So I think this turn probably is Blossoming Sands. And I think I'm just killing this thing. Can't cast spells on their turn. Can't block profitably, might as well attack. And this means next turn we can Devotee and hold up the Exhale, which does mean we have a block on the Voice of Victory. No, we don't, because we can't cast spells on their turn. But maybe we'll just play out the Kin Tree Nurturer then. And if it survives, then good. If it doesn't, we might be able to Abzan, Devotee, and Felethar. And maybe we can stabilize from there. Yeah, if we can... Maybe we're playing slightly off curve next turn. Just because they're sure to have some interaction in their hand. They haven't played any yet. And right now they're thinking about whether to, I think, keep up interaction or play more to the board. So land is fine. Land means next turn we can double spell. So we're going to play the Kin Tree Nurturer here. I really feel like they're going to have a removal spell for it. So I am going to actually just make a 1-1. Amazing, yeah. That works for me. Take another 3. Hopefully, they commit to the board. And then we can Felethar and Piercing Exhale. We can Felethar, sack the 1-1, Piercing Exhale. Yeah, so now it's just sketchy, isn't it? It's just sketchy. Okay, let's just attack. Static Snare. Cool. They exile the Kin Tree Nurturer. That is fine. Because now we do get the Vanguard down. We make a 2-2, and now we can block the Voice of Victory. Inspirited Vanguard does a fantastic job of stabilizing the board. And Felethar is a very good follow-up too. So I'm feeling pretty stable, actually. Okay. Sharpshooter is kind of scary. Ping me for 2. They could have a combat trick here. I'm going to make them have it. Because I still have good follow-ups. The only... Even the Death Touch indestructible trick doesn't... Yeah, like they only kill one of my creatures. So that's... Yeah, that still isn't too bad. Rakshas's Bargain is a good reload. But what we're going to do here is... Probably take out the Sharpshooter. Because that's how they're going to... That's how they're going to push damage. Is with the Sharpshooter. Am I going to attack? It's a good question. I'm going to hold off. So, again, judging by this delay, I do not think they can punch through my board. I think if they could, they would just be looking to do that. So they've got to now build their board. I've got to reload and get some more stuff on the board too. Okay, cool. They kill the Felithar, but now they don't really have an attack. Merchant is nice. I'm just going to take the opportunity to Rakshas's Bargain here. Because... Okay, so all of these cards are good, really. I do need the land. And I think I'm taking the... Yeah, I think I'm taking the Scoured Barons and the Sinkhole Surveyor. Because they have nothing right now. Next turn we can Merchant and Surveyor, and then that's pretty good. Okay. Cool, we can block that. We can block it eventually. But actually... it has a fire-breathing effect, so we can't actually block it this turn. Which is wild. Wildly annoying. Like, I need to find a removal spell for that thing. Yeah, this is what they needed to push through that damage. I think we started to stabilize, but I'm worried now. I need to draw something. One, two... Yeah, so this is taking 5. I do have a number of reach creatures. I think I have 1, 2, 3. And then... Is one of them down here? None of them are down here. So that it's not unreasonable for us to draw something that we can block with. We can also just block with the Sinkhole Surveyor, so that does buy us a turn as well. What is your last card? Okay, maneuver, don't care about that. Okay. Pummeler is fantastic. Pummeler is what we needed. So I think I've got to grow... They only have one red source, so I've got to grow this... No, because we'll have the reach counter. So let's just make a 1-1. And now we should be actually pretty good. I mean, there's lots of ways we could die here. We have to be careful, but we're doing okay. Excellent. Okay. Let's have a look at that card. Sure. Okay. It's really risky to attack with the Sinkhole Surveyor. But if we don't do that, what else are we doing? We can send with the 3/3. And then we have one blocker here. If they draw a removal spell, I lose, but I do need to put some amount of pressure on them. Fuck. Oh my god. You didn't see that. We're not talking about it. We're not talking about it. Well, there you have it, folks. We went 4-3. I'd say that was enough of a redemption for me, especially the way that last game ended. Oh, man. I think we very well could have stabilized there as well. What a moron. I'm such an idiot. But we're not talking about it. Yeah, you know, respectable 4-3. Makes me feel better about that crash out this morning. So is what it is. Anyway, I'm going to wrap up the video there, but I will catch you guys tomorrow for the next episode of Operation Double Mythic. So I will see you then. Goodbye for now.